Usually I hate getting up early, but this morning I woke up and I was just so excited to paint, and I think it's actually going really well. I'm able to get some stuff out of me and put it on this canvas and take a look at it. Yeah, that feels good, doesn't it? Oh, last night I got a call from the publisher, and turns out not a big market for historical fiction novels about raccoons written in made-up languages. Who would have thought, right? But here is what I am thinking. Surrealism. Now that's something I could really sell. So I'm gonna do this entire series of paintings. Maybe we'll mix a little bit of like Monet with a little bit of Dali. I'm gonna do something that nobody else has ever done before. And that feels really cool to me. Hello? Yeah, this is her. Oh, well, is there anything that you can do about that? Well, are you mad at me? Oh, okay, well, all right, thanks for letting me know. That was the bank. Just called to let me know that all my money is fake. Which is weird because I made it all myself, so how is that even possible? Well, my friend Liza is doing her set down at the park. She wanted us to come and check it out. So feel free, you can head down there and I'll get changed and I'll meet you.
My therapist recently dumped me. She said she no longer takes my insurance, but I thought what we had was special grace. I mean, my friends and family just keep dropping dead, and I was like, oh my God, is it something I said? And I most recently frequented Boston's hottest club, which is my best friend's grandfather's wake. Yes, oh, you've heard of it. Fantastic. So, if you've ever been to a wake, you know that you need to be on your best behavior. So I walk into this wake, and then I see a snack table, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so weird that there's a snack table, but okay, Italian wake, fine. And then I come up to the pictures in memoriam, and I'm looking at all these beautiful family pictures of people I have never met before. And I see like 0 pictures of my friends, and I'm like, that's so weird, right? And that's when I realized, this is not my friend's family, nor is that their dead grandfather. I am at the wrong wake. And so then I'm panicking and I run down the stairs and I'm like freaking out, calling my friend, trying to figure out where the right wake is. And then I'm like, oh my God, I need to emotionally eat. So I run back up the stairs, find the snack table, steal all of the snacks, stuff my face, because I mean, there's a snack table at a wake. I'm embarrassed, but I'm not stupid, free food. Then I run downstairs with my stolen snacks, and that's when I see the funeral director, and he's like seeing me stuffing my face and stealing, and he's like, do you need a bereavement room? And I'm like, yes, for my dignity. And in the midst of my mental breakdown, I can't stop thinking about my ex. Grace would find this so funny. Thanks everyone, I'm Liza, and stay tuned for some more comedy.
That was so good.
I didn't hear you laughing too much.
Oh, I have to laugh?
I mean, you don't have to laugh, it's just that people do when they think something's funny.
My bad.
It's all good. Come on, you ready to try?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Jaina, and my therapist doesn't take my insurance anymore because...
Jaina. That's my joke.
You're right, sorry. Okay, why did that chicken cross the darn road?
Was it to get to the other side?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
I don't know what to talk about. What did you talk about when you started?
Well, my first type 5, which is your best 5 minutes of jokes, came from like a really deeply painful and shameful place. But with maturity and adulthood, I was able to look back and laugh on those really tough moments. I mean, talking about being horny and queer in Catholic school is like super relatable to other people and to other comedians. And that's the thing about comedy. We can take those tough memories and those tough emotions and look back and laugh on them.
Okay. Tough feelings.
Tough feelings.
Okay. I had a panic attack recently. I used to have them a lot. I haven't had one in a really long time. I've been doing so well. It's funny, yeah. But in the middle of it, I guess I just kind of lost myself, and I thought, I think something might be really wrong. Like maybe I should go to the doctors or call 911 and get an ambulance or something, because maybe I'm dying, or maybe I'm like losing my mind or losing touch with myself, which is funny because none of that happened. But I took it to therapy. We went to therapy and I talked about it with her, and she told me that I have all these abandonment issues from when I was a little girl, and it's just gonna take years and years of therapy for me to even begin to address them. So I think that's pretty funny. Oh.
Hey, it's okay,
Oh.
Jaina. Jaina, it's okay, it's okay.
Oh. You didn't think it was funny?
What? I mean, no, it definitely has potential. There's definitely a lot of good stuff in there. It's just not funny to see you upset.
Oh, not very good with rejection.
Neither am I. I have to face a lot of rejection as an actor and as a comedian. I mean, whether it's having an audience who doesn't like a joke that I have spent months honing, or getting a crowd that I just simply don't vibe with. And although that can be incredibly difficult, I always try to learn something from that kind of situation. Whether it's trimming the fat off of a joke or, saying, you know what, this audience fucking sucks.
I don't know. I don't think I want to do stand-up comedy. I don't think I get how to tell jokes.
And that's okay. I like the 1-2 punch and all of the wordplay. But there's lots of different types of comedians. I mean, look at Andy Kaufman. He played all these zany characters who were super genuine and sincere, but it was all character-driven.
Character-driven?
Yeah, like he would wear sweaters or play the bongos.
Oh, okay. So, to be funny, I should play the bongo or wear sweaters?
I don't think it's about trying. It's more how you play the bongos and how you wear the sweaters.
How do I wear sweaters?
This is harder than I thought. Oh, I have an idea. Check this out.
Cool carrot.
Right? Now watch.
It looks good.
It's delicious.
Okay.
Do you see?
Liza, I think you're starting to scare me.
Want carrot?
No, I don't think I... Where'd this come from?
Oh my god, eat your carrot.
If I take a bite, will you stop looking at me like that?
I don't know.
All right.
This is a pretty good carrot, right?
Pretty good carrot.
Pretty good carrot.
Pretty good carrot.
I love this carrot.
Pretty good carrot.
You gonna finish that carrot?
Liza, stay away from me.
Come on, Jaina.
Liza, I'm warning you. No!
Hello, welcome to How Nice, where we talk about how nice plants are. I don't know about you, but I don't really like the concrete jungle all that much. I don't find it very nice. But some fellas, they like it all the same. Urban plants, they go pretty unnoticed. And if they are noticed, they're considered an eyesore, vagrants. But these downtrodden fellows aren't hurting anyone. They just got a rough and gruff look to them, and a huge PR problem, like me. For example, ragweed. They spring up in newly disturbed soils such as building developments and pump out excessive amounts of pollen into the air, giving you hay fever. But you know what else they pump out? Tons of seeds. You know what eats seeds? Birds. Especially in the winter. They need those seeds to get nice and plump so they don't die in the cold. You like birds, don't you? Don't let them starve. The big problem is ragweed and many plants like them aren't particularly charismatic. People tend to think they look unkempt, weedy, and unpleasant. But what is truly unpleasant is the concrete you're standing on and your fucking attitude. If you actually stop to think for once, these plants are incredible. They grow in cracks. They deal with excessive road salt, unbearable heat, and being stepped on all the time. There's practically no soil save for some sand and stray feces, and yet most of them are thriving. Believe me, I know how hard it is to live solely off of the fallow aftermath of humanity. A lot of urban plants, you'll find, have very short life cycles. A kind of live fast, die young attitude, real punks. But in a more natural setting, these plants would be pretty sparse. You'd only really see them, after a fire or a landslide, a tree fall, eroding riverbanks, or a David Lynch movie or any other kind of disturbance event. This means their seeds need to be able to lay dormant for decades, sometimes centuries, waiting for a moment to be brought back to the surface. They get some sunlight and pop right up. And in a few years, they're replaced with slower growing species that dominate them back into submission, banishing them to the soil realm once again. These plants thrive in disturbance. And we humans love to disturb shit. Plows, soil tilling, road paving, tire tracks, they all contribute to bringing these seeds up to the surface. They can all deal with the shitty soil because they don't really have another choice. They've evolved to get by on very little, taking advantage of space that, frankly, many plants would find inhospitable. Maybe you're an urban plant, paved over, under all that civilization, waiting for a crack in the pavement to show up so you can shine. Live your necessary, scrappy, fulfilling, but albeit short life. I hope you find that crack in the pavement. Wouldn't that be nice?
So that's called doubling down.
That was fun.
Yeah. I just don't really know how to end it.
Do you normally end a bit by attacking your friends?
Only my very special friends. Hey, I got you laughing again. I've got a craving for ice cream. You want a cone?
Yeah, maybe if they have like a dairy-free option.
I totally get it. I'll be right back.
Hey. It's been a while. How are you? Yeah, I'm not doing so hot.
So, you wanted to talk.
Yeah, I thought it'd be good to talk to someone.
Heard you bombed earlier.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Hey, maybe we could be a double act. I can be the one who tells jokes and entertains people, and you can be the one who stands there and takes up space.
I've always wanted to take up space.
Hey, don't take up too much now. Gotta let a star shine, Give the people what they want.
What do the people want?
They want what they've always wanted. The same old song and dance.
Ugh, that's so boring.
But boring makes money. Do you think multi-million-dollar corporations invest in the avant-garde?
But I've seen interesting things succeed. I've seen things that move me.
Oh, it'll happen. But that's more likely the result of a quirky benefactor or cult audience. If you want to corner a niche market, that's fine. All I'm saying is you need to plan for the future. What's your plan right now?
I'll probably make a sandwich in a little bit.
I'm talking more like a 5-year plan.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I figure probably make sandwiches around the same time every day for the next 5 years, and then if there's ever a time where I don't have my sandwich making tools, I would just forage for nuts.
Jaina, we do not live in a hunter-gatherer society. You can't pay rent with sandwiches.
Not even if they're on focaccia bread?
Jaina, think. Money, where does it come from?
Trees?
That's like the one place it doesn't come from.
What if you're a tree salesman?
People! Jaina! Money comes from people!
Oh, okay.
And how do we get money from people?
We ask.
Wrong.
I don't know.
There's lots of ways. You can sell things, give them something, take the money, and run. It could be anything. Pet rocks, plastic blocks, penny stocks. And once you obtain the money, you can start thinking of where you can invest it. Diversify your portfolio!
I thought my ideas were hard to understand.
Look, you want a simple path? You can always marry rich.
That's gross.
That's practical.
Well, what if I don't want to do any of that stuff? What if I just want to make things for no particular reason and then just give them away for free?
No, that's a joke!
hilarious.
That's what makes it so funny.
Why don't you answer the question?
No, Jaina, you answer the question. Can you imagine a world in which you don't have to work? Can you imagine a world in which you don't have to pay bills? Can you imagine a world in which you can do what you want? I certainly can't.
Howdy. So, last night, I decided to try astral projection. And after watching a 15-minute YouTube tutorial, I felt like I pretty much got the gist of it. The following is my written account of what happened. As I entered into a deep meditative state, I untethered my consciousness from my body and went to explore the ether. As I floated above my bed, I heard a peculiar voice ask me if I wanted to go back or forward. Well, there's no way I was going to go back already, so I told the entity forward, and I felt a force pull on my chest. Hardly were those words out when I felt my mind whip through time. I saw the plants grow from seeds to trees, the scurrying of all the world's traffic, and then there was a light. A green light. And as I felt my consciousness run the risk of dissipating, I saw the earth, and it had been scorched. Something horrible had happened. The world had become a desert, and it was being swallowed by a hot ocean. And there was nobody. I couldn't see anyone. Except one person. One recognizable personality on the surface of the planet. He was sitting on the remains of a rusted car, wearing a wide-brimmed hat and a cloak. He was putting sand in a device and jotting down results in his notebook. As I approached to speak to him, he spoke first. "You're not supposed to be here," he said. I explained that I was just visiting, that I was from a faraway place seeking out new stories so I can share them with others. I could sense skepticism in his silence, so I explained that I felt it was important to hear primary accounts and unique perspectives from individuals. I told him I wanted to hear what he had to say. He didn't say anything to this, just continued with his surveying, collecting samples and recording the readings. "Would you be so kind as to tell me what happened?" At this, he put down his pen, and I noticed there was something wrong with his hand. He said, "That's not a story I'd share with a time traveler. You guys are always trying to fix everything, and what's annoying is that you guys know that you can't do anything to help, but you try anyways. It's really inconsiderate." And with that, he took off his hat and revealed an insectoid head. 2 long antennae poked in the air, and it became clear I was speaking to a giant bipedal cockroach. This was turning out to be an especially unique day. At first, it seemed like the story to pursue would surely be the one in Armageddon, but after careful consideration, I thought, fuck it, the post-apocalyptic genre is already a bit saturated. "Never mind the apocalypse, please, tell me about yourself. What are you doing? I would love to know." He seemed shocked by this, and then almost bashful. I had so many questions. Was he a man who mutated into a gigantic insect? Was he some sort of new species? And how did he come to learn human speech? Regardless of his origin, it was clear to me that this was a person, and he was full of curiosity and spirit. "I can't remember the last time I introduced myself. My name's Milo, and I guess I'm in charge of restoring the wasteland into a kind of garden for the next generation. The next generation of humans? Whatever comes next." My heart beat rapidly, and for the next few hours he spoke to me. It was clear he had not spoken to a stranger in quite some time. He said he would tell me what he could, but requested that I do not ask about the specific mechanics of the apocalypse. I agreed, and he went on to explain his mission. Why him? He said that his mother had long known that the world as she knew it would end, and that there would be a dark age like no other, and that it could last forever. She made many plans to stop it, but acknowledging her own limits, made more plans to create a harbinger of culture and knowledge that could survive it. He was one of those plans. She built a great library of information, but those who come next might not be able to read or access the material. So she concluded that this time capsule would need to be a person. and this person might have to withstand a nuclear amount of radiation, so it made sense for this person to be a 6-foot-tall, genetically engineered cockroach. Why did she make you 6 feet tall? Milo cracked open what appeared to be a beer and said, I have no fucking idea. At this point in the story, Milo began to reminisce about the early days of the apocalypse. He said he couldn't even tread outside for the first few years because the terrain was so inhospitable. But over the past decade, he's been able to survey the lands and map out what's left. He showed me a map he had made, and then a map of the same area before the end. He seemed to be amused by the fact that the mall was seemingly one of the few human structures remaining. That's when he started to talk about his hat collection. Apparently, he's quite the enthusiast. Where he lives, there's an entire room for hats, helmets, and all types of headwear. He went on to explain that one hat he was hunting for was a vintage bowler cap. Something dark brown would be preferable, but he would be content with charcoal gray. They're probably all ash by now, he noted wistfully. Why don't you just make one? I asked. Why don't you just make up a story? He retorted. Sometimes it's better to find something. I asked him if he has any hope for the future. He said he doesn't really understand hope on a conceptual level, but he has noticed the return of some vegetation. And he suspects that there's something sentient in the wasteland besides himself. This shocked me. What do you mean? Like a conscious creature? But as soon as I finished this thought, I felt my consciousness reel. I tried to stay for another moment, but I was flung back into the ether. As I traveled back in time, I could hear Milo's voice try to follow. It was nice chatting with you! I violently awoke in my bed and tried to go back. But every time I tried, I'd encounter that green light and get set back. I hope you liked that story. It does make me wonder about what ends it all. That's a bit outside of the scope of my job description, though. Hopefully, we'll have a few more years before that all goes down. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.